Hi, in this video I have the Logitech F310 and what has happened is it's been dropped and this button has collapsed. As you can see the profile, if I press this one, how it springs back, while this one, it's just collapsed. It doesn't offer any button press at all. So I'm going to show you how to open it and repair this. There are 7 star screws at the back. I just use a star screwdriver that looks like this. Right, the best way to open this is to keep it upside down and remove the bottom from the top. Don't worry about these little side panels, they'll fall out. Right, now you can flip this. Right, the button that is faulty is this one, so I'm just going to take this out and just inspect it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I do see there on the plastic it is bent. Just over there I can see that the button has pushed very hard on this platform here and has damaged it, but I don't think that is the problem. Right, having a look at this button, it works perfectly, and if you have a look at the profile, it is correct. But if you have a look at this one, it's like it's sunken in, and this is the faulty button. So what has happened is this electronic button here has actually fallen backwards. So all I need to do is repair this part of the controller. Right, so if you have a look here, you can see that the button is there, but when I press it, you can see that there's almost no profile there anymore. If you compare it to the other side, you can see how that button, that nipple there, sticks out. And what's stopping it from falling backwards is on the side there, the steel is dented inwards to stop the plastic housing from falling back. Right, now on the faulty side, you can see that this plastic has fallen in, and what I need to do is push it, firstly inspect that it hasn't pulled out of the solder, but also this thing needs to be pressed forward. As you can see, it is now pressed forward, but I got to make sure that that steel is still going to block this from falling back again. So if I press the button, let's see, you see it is falling again. This side it's clamping, but on the other side it seems like it's not clamping. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm pushing that in, and then I'm going to squeeze this housing, the steel housing, to make sure those clamps are tight again. Right, so what I've done is I've bent this so that it holds that button still upright like that. Right, so I've squished these two together. You will notice there's a place where it was almost punched, and there's a side that is pressing out, and it comes through the back there, and it actually stops this plastic button from falling backwards. Now on my one, the plastic is a bit damaged, so that's not going to work anymore. You could unsolder this whole thing and reform the steel. As you can see, when I press this even quite vigorously, it's no longer falling in. So in a nutshell, that was the problem. In my case, I'm going to put a tiny bit of super glue, but please be careful when you put super glue near these type of things. If the super glue goes anywhere near the button itself, you'll damage it. So what I'm doing is I'm putting super glue on my screwdriver rather than putting the super glue there, because if you put too much, it spreads everywhere. So I'm just putting one drop on my screwdriver, and then from here, I'm putting it on the button. Right, now it's time to close it. The trick is to put the bottom on the top. So you're going to flip that round like this. Lift this up, hold it in hand. Make sure that switch is still in the correct position. Just check it. Yes, it still works. Now I put the side panels on, which are directional. Now I squeeze this together and I put the screws back. Right, once you've closed it, check that all the buttons are pressing nicely, and now listen to the buttons. Right, so there you can see the button flexes back and it's no longer collapsed. Thanks for watching and cheers.